Secretary General, you've addressed the issue of Syria several times in the past, and you said NATO was not planning to get involved. Do you have any other comments on that today?
The bottom line is the same as it's been all the time, but obviously we all follow the situation closely, and it's absolutely outrageous what we are witnessing. I strongly condemn the crackdowns on the civilian population in Syria, and I urge the leadership in Syria to accommodate the legitimate aspirations of the Syrian people, introduce freedom and democracy. In the long run, no regime can neglect the will of the people, neither in Syria nor in any other country.
Huna.
Nawab Khan from the Kuwait News Agency. Mr. Secretary General, my question is to do with the burning of the Holy Quran incident recently in Afghanistan. This has not only indignated the Afghani people but the whole Muslim world. So what steps are you proposing to take to avoid such incidents in future? Thank you.
This is a very unfortunate incident. I can also clearly state that the preliminary results of the investigations that have been initiated reveal that this incident was unintentional. The facts show that there was no malicious intent to mishandle religious material, and our commanders in Afghanistan will make decisions about the appropriate next steps also to avoid such incidents in the future. Having said that, let me also stress that what has happened will not in any way change our strategy and our way forward. The transition to lead Afghan responsibility for the security will continue according to the timetable we outlined at our summit in Lisbon in November 2010. Transition is on track, and we will also reaffirm our enduring partnership with Afghanistan.
Defense News.
Secretary General, could on the Connected Forces initiative, could you give any more details on the new training and education activities you have in mind? I noticed in your Munich speech you also mentioned opening up the extensive range of national facilities. Just could you elaborate a bit on what you meant by that? And the second question, are there any specific new technology interoperability initiatives that are planned as well?
Thank you. I think it's a bit premature to go into further details at this stage. I have launched the initiative. We are now working on this initiative to make it an integrated part of a defense package to be adopted at the summit in Chicago. I see it also in the context of smart defense. Smart defense is about acquiring capabilities. The Connected Forces initiative is about making these capabilities work more closely and more efficiently together. In broad terms, the Connected Forces initiative is about stepping up our training and educational activities. It's about reinforcing the NATO response force. And that's a very important part of this. The more because the United States has decided to invest more in the NATO response force. The NATO response force is an excellent lever for connecting European forces and North American forces. And the final strand of work will focus on technology, in particular, how common standards can improve connectivity across the Atlantic, but also, in more technical terms, how we can use what is called adapters to make sure that different weapon systems can work more efficiently together. That's what I can tell you about it at this stage. We are now working on a more detailed plan to be integrated in the defense package to be adopted in Chicago.
Thank you very much. I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. Thanks.